everybody. Welcome to the next edition of the OL Assembly. This is the OL Assembly for the month of May 2022. So it's been a fair many months since this journey began during this pandemic. So we're so glad you could join us. A very good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wherever you are and whenever you're tuning in to the show. My name is Karishma Sushil Kumar from the batch of 2005, and I'll be one of the two hosts for today. Here's my co-host.
Hello all, I'm Arjun Prasanna, batch of 2020. Probably the youngest here, but very lucky to be a part of this team that's setting up the OL Assembly. And to always begin with, we have the president of the OLA committee, Mr. John K. Paul, batch of 1970.
Hi, all Laurentians. Once again, I welcome you all to another exciting edition of the OL Assembly. Trust all of us. In this edition, my key thought is unity in diversity. Unity as distinct from uniformity. Unity brought in through variety, by integrating differences and by standing together undivided. Well, we made history of sorts this month with the Bangalore chapter meet, a record 107 OLs from the widest spectrum of years from 1951 to 2021. 7 decades, to be precise, shared the stage. Diverse generations united in heart and soul as one people, the Laurentians. The Boston and Singapore chapters came hot on the heels with their own get-togethers. Well, are mini founders of sorts to compensate for the 3rd May, now without founders. Today, we have around 30 OLA chapters across the globe, each vibrant in their own unique way. An integration of these will not only be an information sharing on what's happening in their individual communities, but it also adds to the light of unity that can illuminate the whole world of OLs, a world with 0 degrees of separation. For the OLA to thrive, it should go beyond the committees and work groups. Each member should ignite their inner passion for our alma mater. Think how it has shaped up our fortunate lives and work towards repaying to the society. No matter how small the step, moving forward is moving ahead in as many ways as we may choose. And let that be our diversity, and let us reap unity from it. The committee shall facilitate every initiative from the members to take our organization forward. In fact, this May, we complete 3 full years of our meticulous weekly meetings and 2 years with at least 2 events every month, and with many more meetings to make that happen. We will be more than happy when all that hard work pays off in taking the OLA to newer heights of meaningful work. So, please come up with new ideas. Please join us. If everyone moves forward together, care of itself. So, once again, I welcome you to the latest edition of the OL Assembly. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Johnny Uncle, for those opening remarks, really setting the tone for us as the new year begins as well. New year in terms of just all of these efforts to bring OLs together in sort of things that are fun and frivolous, as well as things that are more on the serious side and really getting together professionally. Thank you for that. What we will do next, as always, we will have the Honorable Headmaster of the Lawrence School, Lovedale, join us. He does kindly give us his time to come share with OLs just a little bit about what's going on at school right now, just for you to keep your finger on that pulse. Here we have Mr. Prabhakaran. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Karishma. Thank you for inviting me. Good evening to all Laurentians, and greetings from Lovedale. We are almost back to our normal life Our admission procedure for this academic year is completed. CBSE class 10th and 12th examination is in progress. And activities are all started along with the academics. And morning activities also started. Though our batch, 12th standard batch, had only very limited time, we are managing to do the best we can. We just 1 month back, we had a IAYP camping, that is a Duke of Edinburgh Award scheme. About 80-85 students attended, camped in Kotagiri, and they are all back. Now it is called IAYP, International Award for Young People. Then we are taking part in quite a few sporting events. One of the batch has just came back from Lawrence School Sanar. Next week, quite a few students are going to take part in IPSC, that is national level competitions. There are a lot of practice required, but still we are not missing out any opportunity for our children to get it going. And then life is back to normal, and we are going to close for the monsoon vacation, 5th of June, and then we'll be reopening end of July. We were a bit restricted mode because of COVID protocol as far as the visitors are concerned. Now, anyone who would like to visit Lawrence, especially Laurentians, you can visit after 5th of May. You can contact my office or our coordinator, Mrs. Sangeeta Jara, and that particular period. And I'm hoping that next term will be absolutely normal and all these restrictions will fade away and we will be able to visit everybody without much of a protocol. However, this particular period, still we are keeping a track of a lot of safety precautions because board exams are very important for our children. I don't want them to get into any situations where their study and performance get affected. Otherwise, admission process is completed and school is absolutely with entire number. There is no online classes. Everything is offline. And from horse riding to football to basketball to PT to band to military training, everything is on. And maybe next week when we meet, I'll be able to give you some good news. And we are also started the process of the prefectorial selection for the next leadership, next batch. So that's all from my side. And all the best. I could hear a lot of positive news and positive feedbacks from the president of OLA. That's great. Keep it going. And anything from the school side, from our side, we are always there for you. Thank you. And we'll meet again with more information and some better news information from the school next week.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It was so interesting to see you on the other side of a screen rather than how I used to remember seeing you in person 3 years ago. But thank you for that. So next up, we have something slightly different. Rather than asking OLs to give us videos of them singing, we had the entire OL get-together that happened in Bangalore sing for us. And now we have Laurencia. Although I think we started slightly soft in the beginning, but by the end of it, the 100 of us really woke up Indiranagar. Moving on to the OL tidbits, we have Sandeep Barathia of the batch of 91 with his company called Delhi Very. They've just launched an IPO and they no longer work as a consumer tech company, but they're now a tech-enabled company. I think we're very privileged to have a lot of military presence from our British days, and this has really helped us get such wonderful and strong soldiers into the army and the navy and the air force. We have Dheeraj Seth, batch of 1983, who received the Ati Vishisht Seve Medal from the President Ramnath Kovind. And we have Sashi Reddy, batch of 82, who's the new chairman for the IIT Delhi Endowment Management.
All right. It's always fun to see what OILs are up to across the globe, in India, outside India, and everywhere. By the way, if there's some fun things that are happening with your batchmates or your friends across generations, do let us know. Do ping us, write to us, and we are happy to amplify the news on that front. We're always pleased to share that along with everybody else. Next up, guys, we're really centering this edition of the Assembly around a lot of the catch-ups that happened this past month. In the last AGM, which happened at the end of last year, we talked about this idea of 0 degrees of separation, really bringing us closer in meaningful ways. How can we really lean on each other and bring that solidarity in this alum family? Fun thing that happened on the 1st of May, several different get-togethers across the globe. Next up, we're just going to show you a little snapshot, some video testimonials that came from the Bangalore chapters get-together on the 1st of May. Now, fun fact also, there was a time that in the 60s, I believe, or the 50s, 60s, 70s, where founders used to take place in the middle of May. Around 14th of May was when founders would take place. So these chapter get-togethers almost seemed like a hark back to founders where OILs come together and have a lot of fun. So have a look at what happened with the Bangalore folks.
With a short notice, the fantastic get-together organized by the capable Laurentians is momentous. I felt I lost 20 years of my life this day because of my meeting with all of you, all with a smile, excited and young. Today, I had the opportunity of meeting over 100 plus Laurentians in this get-together, remembering our good days in the school. We even sang the Laurentian song, taking us back in time. I shall remember this event and the day forever. It really made my day. Cheers. Thank you.
Hi, folks. We had a wonderful time at our get together. Magic happened and we were transported back in time, whether we were 60 plus or 20. We were all school kids sharing stories and having fun. The highlight of the day for me was to meet my classmates after 44 years. Believe it or not, guys, you looked exactly the same and I could vividly picture you back in your school uniforms. I would like to thank those of you who expressed your sentiments and shared fond memories of my father, Mr. Gundu Rao. He'd be very, very proud of you to see how much you've achieved and that you still have not lost a twinkle in your eyes. So it was a great event and I hope to see more of you, get to know you all, meet the younger ones who are the spirit and our future. Take care and have fun.
Good morning, one and all. I'm Shanaz Potan, 1985 batch, Pankaj House. We had a reunion in Bangalore on May 1st at Watson's Indranagar. There were 107 of us, including 4 spouses. I'm glad I attended this reunion because it was my first in Bangalore. I met many friends who I hadn't seen for a long time, and it brought back lovely memories. I also met a lot of OLs, ranging from the batch of 1951 to 2021, thus creating new friendships. This was an afternoon of good friendship, good food, good fun, good booze, good music. I'm glad that this happened, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Thank you.
It was such an honor to be able to play the guitar while the Laurentians were singing hymns. It is one of the most memorable experiences of my life when everybody just got together and we were just reminiscing the past. And I feel very privileged that I learned guitar in school and could play guitar for school.
The OL's branch was really, really fun and gave me the opportunity to interact with older engines of different batches. And of course, the food and beer just added to all of that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next one in Bangalore.
I was present at the OL event and I think it was really good. It was very well organized and really liked talking to everyone and enjoyed the event. I'll be looking forward to all the upcoming events. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to make it. Thank you.
Yeah, so that was fun. That was about 70 years from 1951 to 2021. So apart from just the picture that you just saw, we had so many wonderful activities that happened while we were there. And something that I really enjoyed was how a discussion amongst my batchmates led to them talking to different people and trying to get internships for their current semesters in their colleges. And also we had a quiz amongst the houses, and Sumeru happened to win. It was a close one, but they got OL baggage tags as prizes. And the other special prizes that also happened was that came towards our batch, the batch of 2020, who had about 14 OLs present at the get-together. And the oldest OL was Group Captain Kashav from the batch of 1951. And the first RSVP was J. Thomas. And now, apart from what happened in India and in Bangalore, we also have the pictures of the OL chapter in Singapore and the US.
Hello, I'm Anil Madden, Vindhya 1963, also known to some of you as Buana. The Lovedale Bond. It is 68 years, almost 7 decades, since I first joined Lovedale. Since then, I've remained in touch with classmates and fellow Laurentians some senior, some junior, and also with some of my teachers. This is evidence of an ongoing bond among Laurentians, but there is more. First, there is the surreal beauty of the school that attracts us all. We Laurentians were a tribe, but not tribal. Kids from all over India and from many parts of the world living together in harmony, spurred by the noble purpose of learning, seeing no difference between us, among us, and viewing each other as equals. Then there is the clock, our clock, that kept the time of our sojourn at Lovedale as it had of those who came before and those who came after, and as it will of those yet to come. Our time at Lovedale is bound by this strange adhesive of acceptance and affection for every other OL. So it is not unusual to find immense kindness and hospitality when you meet another OL. My wife and I experienced this in India as we were welcomed into the homes and hearts of OLs who were senior to us, who were junior to us, and some who had not even known me when I was at Lovedale. It is this easy acceptance and understanding that we are one and belong to each other. This is the Lovedale bond. Never give in.
All right, that brings us to the end of this very short and sweet assembly. Arjun, what was your experience like as host?
Oh, it was something that I've never done before, honestly, because I'm so used to being on stage or something as an MC, but behind the screen, it's a first for me, and I could say it was fairly fun with a lot of technical glitches that did happen.
Right. I mean, often that's what's happening in the back end, right? People, we don't get to see that. So folks, really, we have a lot of fun doing this, but also a lot of effort goes into it. So we're happy that we can bring you a little bit of news and assembly-like experience during this pandemic as it continues virtually, just to connect with all of us, even beyond what's happening these days. So as we come to a close today, we once again want to invite all of you, if anyone wants to participate, right? Arjun, you're going to vouch for it. You want to, let's invite folks to come host as well. What do you think?
Yeah, we can keep bringing new people in and grow the family of the backbone of this old Laurentian assembly.
That's right. Calling out to all Enthu Cutlets. If you've got some experience emceeing or things like that, and you want to have a little bit of fun with us producing these kind of shows, come join us. Just reach out to us. You know where we are, whether it's on Facebook, we've got our YouTube channel, our Instagram handle, all of that. Look for Old Laurentian Association and you'll just find us. And reach out to us. We'd love to have new faces and voices come be part of this endeavor. Just to wrap up today, what we'll do is we had yet another song. We, of course, at the get together not only sang Laurentia, but also Never Give In. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the grand voices of the OL Bangalore chapter as they croon away at Never Give In. Thank you all for being here. Once again, good evening, good afternoon, good, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend. 1, 2, 3, 4.
do it.